Hello, it is Friday, January 17th, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Friday crossword today, so we're going to be solving the first of two themeless puzzles for the week. Possibly a punny one with some misdirection, who knows? And this possibly punny edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Fargrim, Josh Allen, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the inexplicable Chris Ward. And a special thank you to Chris Ward, who's stepping back from supreme benefactor status of the Patreon campaign because of something much more important. Unfortunately, Chris Ward and his family have been displaced. They've lost their home in the ongoing fires in the Los Angeles area. I wanted to pass on my best wishes to Chris. I'm sure that's echoed by everybody in the Daily Solve community. And the same goes for everybody who's been a victim in any way of these fires that have been raging recently in Southern California. It's been just an absolutely unbelievably disastrous and worrisome event. So I really hope Chris and his family are doing as well as they can given the circumstances and are landing on their feet. And I'm sure that my sentiments to him and to everybody affected in this area, all the victims of this fire, are echoed by all of you watching. Thanks to Chris for all his support and best wishes going forward. In any case, that is you can find details about the Patreon campaign down below, but we'll leave it there for now. This is a Friday themeless puzzle by Willa Angel Chen Miller, who's constructed just a couple of puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. It's a themeless crossword. Let's start solving. All right, we have an introductory course. What would that be? Could be an introductory course, educationally. Could be the introductory course of a meal. What would it be? I don't know. Exchange letters or exchange letters. It could be letters of exchange, or it could be to exchange letters. I don't know which I think this is. I don't know. Venue for the sale of the town of Beaufort, Wyoming in 2012. Price $900,000. eBay, maybe? How strange. I wonder what that was about. I don't know if that's right. Let's try it and see. More. Encore? Yes, you call for more by shouting encore. Positions of governance are what? Positions of governance. Don't know. It shows the lay of the land. An atlas, maybe? It's a book of maps. Big whoop. A yeah? Not sure that's right. But let's try it and see. Hint. A note? Could be. Blank option. I don't think this is right. Is this call option? That's something, isn't it? Is that a sort of stock trading thing, a call option? I think it might be. Big whoop. Oh, a yell. That's better. Hint. So hint could still be note. So then what are positions of governance? They're, I don't know, unprincipled, amoral, lacking a moral code. Positions of governance. Board seats. I see. So it could be corporate governance, for instance. Government of a corporation or governance of a corporation or nonprofit organization or something. Okay, shattering results. Shattering results, shards, the results of shattering glass, for instance. Speedy shark. Oh, a mako shark is speedy, isn't it? So let's see. Kenneth, who wrote The Wind in the Willows. Oh, who is that? Kenneth. I'll recognize it when I see it, but I can't think offhand. That's a shame. So at best. Something shakes. I can't think. Features of some monks and punks. Right. What would that be? I don't know. I assume this is probably an element of clothing. Not sure. Budget alternative. Okay, this could be there's a car rental company called Budget, and one of their competitors, is called Alamo. So I think that's the answer. So what are the features of some monks and punks? Don't know. Way of looking at things. A slant? You could have a particular slant, by which you see the world. I think that would work. First Pixar film with a female protagonist. Oh, was it Brave? Was that the first one, maybe? Possibly. So what are the... shaved heads. Ah, that's what it is. I was thinking it was going to be something to do with clothing. My first thought actually was hair in some way. I was thinking, is there something about a kind of monk's tonsure that is similar to... But no, and the answer actually is sort of, but it's just generally the concept of a shaved head. Okay, so at best. Yeah, it is something shakes probably. I don't know. Don't know what it is. Take your time. And playwright/screenwriter Douglas Carter. This doesn't actually particularly ring a bell for me. Don't know who that is. Alarm sound option on a smartphone. Buzzer or bell or... I mean, there's so many. I'm not sure what they'd be. Is there a generic term for that? Like ringtone? I don't know. Okay, we'll keep going. One method of payment. Oh, no. I was going to say maybe these are theme clues, but no, it's a Friday puzzle. No theme. Themeless. Okay, saucer contents in brief. Maybe like a flying saucer. There could be ETs, extraterrestrials in there. Blank bar. Oh, a tiki bar maybe? Serving kind of Polynesian pop style cocktails. Fulminate. If something fulminates a kind of, royals, what would this be? Board seats. That seems right. Maybe this is wrong. Louver. What does that actually mean? I don't know, actually. Offhand. Fulminate. First, if you fulminate against somebody, though, you sort of rail against them. So that could be it. And that would work with tiki. Okay, so then what's this? First capital of Alaska. Oh, was Sitka the first? Sitka is a city in Alaska. Was that its original capital? Maybe. Okay. Hoot. To ring like a bell? I don't think that's definitely not right. One method of payment. Not sure. Unfortunate twists. Skews or something? I'm not sure. Actress Melissa Joan Hart. I do remember her from... She was... Clarissa Explains It All, I think. Hoot. Oh, it was a total hoot. It was a total riot. It was very funny, you could say. Unfortunate twists are... Sprains? Yeah, if you sprain your ankle, that's an unfortunate twist. Okay, I think that's probably right. So what's this then? One method of payment. Oh, something deposit. Okay, so, oops. So a louver is a slat. Okay, well, there we go. All right, one method of payment. Credit deposit? I don't think that's right. Cash deposit or direct deposit? Yeah, direct deposit. You might be paid via direct deposit or direct debit. Okay, take your time. It's not a race. Yes, that works. Okay, good. Slow down. It's not a race. Alarm sound option on a smartphone. Maybe it is some kind of beep. Pickle. Oh, a scrape. You're in a difficult situation. A pickle, a scrape. Milling byproduct. Oh, bran. Bran is that's what bran is, isn't it? It's kind of a husk. It's sort of the byproduct of milling wheat. Okay, so I still don't know this name, unfortunately. Douglas Carter, it could be bean. Beeping. Alarm sound up on a smartphone. Beeping doesn't really sound right. Sauce made of seeds. Don't know. I'm sure I'll recognize it when I see it, but I don't offhand. Blooms for Van Gogh would be what irises he painted. Sauce made of seeds. I'm not sure. 2011 hit by Jay-Z and Kanye West that samples a 1966 soul performance. I might recognize it when I see it, but I'm not sure offhand. Bit of a subway station wall. Well, often, certainly here in London and also in New York, you'll often see tile on subway as the surface of subway station walls. Schlep. To schlep something around could be to tote it around, to drag it around. Split things sometimes. Split things. Split ear? No, I sorry, I can't see what that is. Okay, sauce made of seeds. Oh, tahini. Yeah, made from sesame seeds. There we go. Okay, great. I was trying to think of a more generic term for what would the category of a sauce made from seeds be. No, but it's a particular sauce made from particular seeds. So alarm sound option. Maybe it is beeping. Very. Not a little. You could say it's not a little pricey. It's very pricey, you could say. I'm not certain this is right, but it does fit, so let's try it. That'll do. Oh, good enough. Yeah, that works. Okay. How gorgeous. Ooh, you might say. Very, very pretty. Some printer purchases for short. Oh, HP's, Hewlett-Packard's. Yes, okay. So it's the brand of the printer rather than something you purchase for the printer. Point on a bus route would be a stop on the route. Company behind Sonic the Hedgehog is Sega, the video game publisher. And then quarterback. Right, so this doesn't mean quarterback in the sense of an NFL position, but rather the reverse side of the currency, U.S. currency, the quarter, the coin, which has an eagle on it. Okay, so yeah, we had that. Okay. Adverb much used by Goldilocks. Right, so Goldilocks is constantly saying things are too hard or too soft or too big or too small or what have you until she finds the right one. Floor. To stun someone would be to floor them, to amaze them. Blubber could be to sob, to cry, to weep. And, Olga Tokarczuk, winner of the 2018 Nobel Prize in Literature. I've read 2 books of hers, both of which I would recommend. And you will drive, what is it? And they will drive their bones over the plows of the dead. I can't remember if it's there or yours, but anyway. And they'll drive their bones over the plows, drive their plows over the bones of the dead. And then her more recent book, The Impusium, I read. Anyway, yes, she won the Nobel Prize. Big name in paint. Oh, Behr. That's the name of a paint manufacturer, B-E-H-R. And then a ping maker is sonar, which, represents the thing being tracked. A little dot, the ping. Okay, so split things. Oh, split ends, like hair. Split ends of hair. That'll be right. And then smooth kind of finish. You could have a satin finish of various things, like, I don't know, paint or something. Relative minor, question mark. Something child. Relative minor. Oh, a grandchild, I see. So it's a relative of yours. Could be your grandchild. All right. Cubby hole, a den, like a bear cub in a den, maybe? Is that what it's getting at? Probably. And then it's a must. A need is a must. You have to have it. Fantasy creature could be an ogre. And so-so at best. No. Oh, no great. It is. Yeah. Okay. I must have inferred this was shakes because I must have somewhere in my mind, I must have had some memory of this phrase, it's no great shakes, it's so-so at best, in there, and I just couldn't quite access it, but something was nudging me towards it. So there we go. All right. A buff marsh resident. I don't actually know what the buff means in this case, but presumably it's an egret, which is a wading bird, so it could be resident of a marsh buff. I'm not sure what the buff bit refers to, but I'm sure it makes more sense to those who are more knowledgeable about egrets. Industrial Revolution and others, these are eras of history. Father of Phobos and Deimos, Ares, I suppose, must have been in Greek myth. Mid-range performer could be, an alto, so mid-range in the sense of, middle vocal range between soprano and tenor. Okay, Borg, who co-founded the Institute for Women in Technology. I don't know, unfortunately. And bead could be, a droplet of water? Could be a bead of water, maybe? Affixes in a way. If you pin something to something else, that's one way of affixing it to that other thing. Worst possible circumstances with the I don't know. Exchange letters. Could it be IOU? I don't think so. Oops. Horizontal line in Chinese writing. Oh, interesting. I actually don't know the name of this. Probably should do, but don't. Okay, what if I think there are some clues we've not yet seen. What are they? Because I'm seeing some show up in the lists here. What you might get after being taken for a ride. A kind of bill or a fare or I'm not sure. Jormungandr in Norse mythology. Jormungandr in Norse mythology. I mean, I definitely recognize the name. I wish I had more immediate command of Norse mythology. Some kind of monster Borg who could be Anita Borg, maybe. I mean, I unfortunately don't think I recognize the name, but it is a name that would work with N here. So let's try these two and see if they give me anything else. Ready to fight. If you're ready to fight, you're I don't know. The pits. You could say, this is the pits, the worst possible circumstances. So does that help with this? Yeah, it does. Exchange letters, right. I was not thinking about this meaning at all. This is referring to a stock exchange on which companies are publicly traded. So an IPO, an initial public offering, would list a company on that exchange. So what's the horizontal line in Chinese writing? I still don't know. That's a real shame. What you might get after being taken for a ride. Something decoration. Why would that be true? I don't think that's right. Kenneth this is less familiar than I thought it was going to be. Oh, no, it's not. It's Kenneth Graham. Right. Okay. It's just spelled in a way that didn't make it immediately obvious to me. But yes, Kenneth Graham, of course, wrote The Wind in the Willows. There we go. Great. Oh, so this is rating or grating or berating. Oh, so a horizontal line in Chinese writing must simply represent the number 1. Okay, well, fair enough. I didn't know that, but there we have it. Ready to fight could be a verb. It doesn't mean I'm ready to fight. It could mean I'm going to ready you to fight or ready myself to fight. I'm going to arm myself. Let's see if that actually helps. Introductory course. Bread? Like at a restaurant, maybe could be the first thing you brought. Work out. Not sure. Provide crooked support for. What does that mean? To provide crooked support for something or someone would be to abet them in a crime. You provide support, but it's crooked, it's illegal. That could be the case. Have we looked at this yet? Wait, I don't think we have. Narrow passage abbreviation. Is it an isthmus or with a T? What would that be? I mean, I bet could be wrong. I don't have any crosses for it yet. Jormungandr must be a sea monster. Okay, that I probably should have guessed that with only 3 letters there to begin with. Uber rating is what you might get after being taken for a ride. The driver will give you a rating. Okay. And then work out, suss out, to figure something out, to suss it out. And then salad is the introductory course. Okay, I was on the right track with bread, but it wasn't that. And I didn't read this ever. Shakespeare, this I could have gotten. Shakespearean counterpart to Logan on Succession would be King Lear. Classic sort of archetype. Okay, so then narrow passage, STR, straight. Oh, right, okay, like, the Strait of Hormuz or the Strait of Gibraltar or something. Okay, so there we go. Oh, look at that. Always nice. I don't know why, but I always think it's pleasing when the timer happened to be exactly on a minute. Anyway, there we go. That was the Friday crossword, a themeless puzzle today with, some good phrases that actually, often it's the phrases that are easier for me to get initially, but not today. Uber rating, sea monster, no great shakes, those all took me a while. I guess these towards the bottom were a bit more accessible to me. Direct deposit, not a little, and good enough. And there were some in the down as well. It's not a race, and shaved heads. Right, shaved heads wasn't immediately apparent to me either. All right, well, there we go. That was the Friday crossword. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be back tomorrow for another one of these. A themeless puzzle on Saturday could well be the toughest puzzle of the week. Do join me again and find out. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.